Hello, it's wet, it's raining. Shabbat comes in about 20 minutes and I am going out to one of my grandma's friends, which I would rather not. Like, I'd rather not go out at all, or at least go to my grandma's. But she messaged me yesterday and it's my last Shabbat here, so fine. I'm just really tired. And I don't know, like, I've been tired for the last 24 hours, I would say, no more. 36 hours since I got up yesterday. And I don't know why. I feel like it's been weird days at work, but good, but just different. And then I also feel like I'm not eating right and I can't figure out why. I had a really good lunch. Actually, our boss ordered out again, so that was nice. And it was like a good meal. So I don't know why I feel like I'm not full. I'm not satisfied. But anyway, we're gonna go out tonight. I do want to go to shul tomorrow, but we'll see how I feel in the morning. But then I'll have most of Shabbat free and I'm gonna get on packing because I am feeling overwhelmed by that. And then when I was in Holland, I met one of my father's friends with him, and they mentioned that they might have a ticket to Yentl on the 7th of March. And I said, that would be great. And then I didn't hear anything until this morning when they said, hey, please send me your email so I can send you the ticket. So I'm going to Yentl tomorrow night, which I'm really excited about. And I did not think I'd be able to get to it because it's playing from the 6th of March until the middle of April, which is the entire time more or less that I'm in Australia. But I'm gonna go tomorrow night, which is very exciting. And I've never seen it, even though it's quite a classic Jewish musical. So I'm very excited. And the only thing is, it's gonna be stressful with Shabbat because Shabbat goes out at I think 6:40 and the show starts at 7:30, and 50 minutes to get to a show. Whew, that's stressful. But we're gonna make it work. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fun. I am looking forward to it. And I'll try and bring you along, but I don't think I'll see you between now and then. But I have a lot to do between now and then. All right, bye.
5 stars the Guardian.
I'm finishing the one you've got there.
Is there a single photo?
Hello. I didn't chat about yesterday. I just didn't have a chance to. I am so glad I got to see Yentl. It was very rushed. I left the house bang on when Shabbat went out, and I got to the theatre just on time. I was able to collect my ticket, and it was all okay. I had an amazing seat. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, it was a really interesting show. I'm really glad I saw it. I didn't realise that half of it, not half, but a third of it would be in Yiddish. But I realised, actually I understand more Yiddish than I realised, because it's a mix between German and Hebrew, and German obviously is very close to Dutch, and Hebrew I did learn to speak, even though I'm not anywhere near fluent. But between those two, between my knowledge of both languages, I definitely could understand a lot. But they did also have subtitles, I guess, projected. It was very well done. So I enjoyed that. There was no real songs. It wasn't a musical, which I was expecting. So that was a bit odd. And I'm really glad I saw it. It was very, very interesting. And there were a lot of choices that were made that were really cool and interesting. And I'm just glad I got to see it. But I wouldn't say it was my favourite play. But I'm glad I saw it and I'm glad I got to go. And, especially considering the timeline of it. And today I worked, and then in about half an hour I'm going to meet a friend, and I need to have some lunch before then. And because I'm going to Australia, I've got no clothes, hence why I'm wearing this top that you've probably never seen me wear before. And worse than that, I've got no trousers. So I'm currently wearing tights and a skirt, but honestly it's a bit too cold. We're going for a walk in the park. So I'm gonna see, Wayne should be home quite soon, and I'm gonna see if I can borrow some of his trousers if they fit, because I think I'll just be too cold otherwise. But I'm looking forward to seeing my friend. And then I'm also looking forward to coming home this evening and just having a chill evening at home. I don't have very much I need to do tonight. I do need to edit a Dear Hopefuls video, but that's fine, easy. And then I'm hoping that on my way home from my friend, I'll be able to go via a kosher shop and buy some stuff for my mum to take with me to Australia, and then be able to pack that tonight when I get home. Oh, also, I didn't tell you, I've got the dress. Wayne collected it on his way home yesterday, and it's perfect. It's still a little bit tight around the top end, but it's better than the dress I have. The quality is identical, which I'm so pleased about, because actually from the pictures, it looked like it would be slightly more worn, but it's not. So I'm going to keep this dress. And then when I get back from Australia, I will try to sell my own one, which is it's still hard for me to do, but I'm so glad I have this one now. And hopefully I'll just feel much more comfortable in it. But that's all. I'm gonna have some lunch and I may talk to you tonight, or although I may not, we'll see, because Wayne will be here, we'll see how he feels. Okay, until then. Hello, I've just finished most of the packing. All I've got left is like toiletries and other last minute things, but that's about it. And even toiletries, I don't need to take that much because I'm going home. But this is what it looks like. I'm really happy with it. Everything like this, underneath all this is to go to Australia and leave there. And then these are my clothes. So, and like those are my shoes. But I'm very pleased with this because it means I'm going to come home, lots of space for Sour Patch Kids. No longer can have Tim Tams. They're no longer vegetarian, which is very sad. But yeah, this is great. This is fantastic. I just hope I have enough clothes when I'm in Australia, but it should be fine. Yay! Hi, I just filmed a whole bit. It was a whole thing. Wayne threw some pepper at me. I ate some of Wayne's pepper. Wayne threw some more pepper at me. Stop throwing the pepper. It keeps going on the floor.
So everybody knows.
Okay, anyway, I was saying, as I closed my case, all satisfied and happy, and then tried to move it out of the way, I realised actually I haven't weighed it, and I feel like it might be heavier than I think, which is not great. And the new luggage thing that my parents got me a couple of years ago is out of battery, so I'm going for take 2 with this one, and that's when I realised I wasn't filming. Okay, that one's switched on at least, so we've got a good start. I need it to be under 25, I think, maybe 23. This is so funny. Wayne, take a guess at what it is.
24.7.
It's at like 17.10.
I see.
That's my clothes and stuff I'm bringing to Australia. That's so funny.
Did you get battery?
No, I couldn't find it. Hang on, I'll finish talking. So that's good. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow and Wednesday. Yay! Also, I did some shopping for what I'm going to take on the plane. I've bought some tortilla crisps because I couldn't find like pretzels or popcorn, which is usually what I go for. I don't know, maybe I was in the wrong aisle. And then I got some crunchy rocks, the little like bite-sized ones. And then I got strawberry pencils and the fizzy fangs. So hopefully that'll keep me going. Hello, I'll chat to you in a bit about how I'm feeling, where I'm at. It's almost 9 o'clock. But I've just made supper and I wanted to share it because I'm basically trying to finish up lots of food. And in my head I was like, oh, this is a healthier meal than usual. And the only reason for that is because I have a salad. But actually looking at my plate, like it's not that healthy. And I've had a lot of egg today and I'm gonna have a lot of egg tomorrow. But that's okay, we've got to finish the eggs. So let me show you and then I'm gonna eat and then I'll chat to you about where I'm at because, oh, you know, I'm leaving in 24 hours, crazy. So that's my egg and corn nuggets. And that's my little salad. I've actually eaten quite a bit of it. It was like pretty much full, but I've been snacking on it while I was waiting for everything else to finish. So I'm gonna enjoy this and then I'll chat to you. Bye. Hello. Okay, so I've finished eating. I've got a couple of cherries. I've got 6 left to eat, 3 here, and then either 3 for tomorrow or 3 for later tonight. I filmed that clip yesterday of me packing, or like my packed case. And then I think Wayne and I just had a pretty chill evening. And then all of a sudden, like just as I was about to go to bed, I realized I'm actually like, this is my last full day. So yesterday I was thinking tomorrow is my last full day. And it just suddenly hit me. And the thing is, like, obviously for the whole start of this year, I've had like various plans and things booked in. And so each time I've been waiting for that moment. But then coming up to Wednesday, literally the way I visualize it is just a blackness beyond. Or like jumping off a cliff. Even though I've been to Australia, I've done the flight, I know exactly what to expect. But obviously in part, it has just been a while, it's been like 18 months. Actually, that's the only point I have. But yeah, I just feel, I don't know, I know once I'm there, I'll be fine. It's just because everything in my life obviously is currently in the UK, trying to think about a month elsewhere is crazy. And I think the thing about Australia, especially once you're getting nearer, is like to the date you leave, is as excited as I am to go, and I am super excited. You know that you've got this 24 hours, if not longer, that you need to get through first, which is just a slog. And I've done it so many times. I think I counted and I've done like 20 times each way. No, hang on, 20 times in total, 24 hours. Isn't it crazy to think that I've lost like almost 7 weeks of my life, probably more. 7 weeks of my life just to traveling to and from Australia. That is mental. Wait, I don't know where I got that figure from. Hang on. What did I just do? No, it's 20 days. I don't know where I got my maths from, but it's almost a month. Still pretty bad. Actually, it's like 3 weeks. But still, like, that's crazy. I saw a video today about something to do with we only have 4,000 weeks in a year or something, or in our lifetimes. And 3 of those I've spent traveling to and from Australia. And those days are just lost. Now, this flight is actually really good because I'm leaving Wednesday night and I arrive Friday morning. So I'm actually only losing the entirety of Thursday. But there are some occasions where if you leave like halfway through a day or you arrive halfway through a day, you could end up losing 3 days. So yeah, it's just like, sorry, I'm going on a bit of a tangent, but it's all just mental. And as I say, I've done it many a time before. I know I'll be fine. I really like flying. Obviously 24 hours is a long time. And the airline I'm going with isn't the best from what I recall and from what other people have said. But it's gonna be fine. And then Friday morning, I'll be in Australia. And I just cannot wait to hug my parents. And like, I did hug my father, 2 weeks ago. So like, obviously I'm looking forward to that, but not as much. But my mum especially, I'm just like, I haven't seen her in 9 months. I was talking to my friend. I have absolutely no intention of having kids, at least not at the moment. But theoretically, I could arrive to Australia with a brand new baby that she knows nothing about. Isn't that mental? I don't know. I think about things weirdly. Geez, imagine flying to Australia with a newborn. That sounds like a nightmare. Anyway, completely off topic. This is just what my mind does. And again, this was with a friend and she said like, oh, that's the gestation period. And I was like, hang on. Anyway, all this to say, I started spiraling a little bit last night, but thankfully it wasn't too bad and I was able to go to sleep. And actually Wayne had to go back home unexpectedly this morning. So I thought that might also like run on my mind, but actually I was okay. But then this morning, obviously he left at like, I think it was around 5 in the morning. And for a while, I struggled to get back to sleep after I said goodbye to him. But I did manage to, and I actually feel like it's 9:30 now and I feel fine. I definitely need to stay up until 10 because that's when I can check in, which is so stupid that I have to wait until then. But anyway, but I think I'll probably stay up even later. I've well and truly eaten so much food today just because I'm trying to empty everything, and especially because Wayne had to go home unexpectedly. There were some things that I was hoping, he could finish, or at least like take care of, but now that's not the case. It also means that when I leave tomorrow, I need to be really, really careful about not leaving anything, making sure the bins are empty, making sure everything is neat and tidy and clean and everything, which should be fine. But it feels a little bit more stressful knowing that he's not home, and I don't think he'll be home for another week or so, maybe longer. So we'll see. The one thing I think I feel almost most worried about, or not worried, but like, because I packed so, not even so in advance, it was only a couple of days ago, but I've packed in one go, and there's not much room now for anything else. I've realised I want to bring 2 books back to Australia because today, or the most recent video I uploaded on YouTube was my physical books, and in that I talk about books I want to take back to Australia, so I watched the video back and added those. And then in terms of toiletries, like there's not even that much I want to bring. I definitely want to bring, obviously, my toothbrush, and like honestly, nothing else I need. It might be useful to have a little bit of makeup with me in case the self-tape comes through, but even if I don't, like my mum and sister will have. And I don't really use anything else, like that desperately. So I think it'll be okay. I did make a list of all the things I need to do tomorrow and all the things I need to pack. And in fact, like a lot of the hand luggage, I've just realised I can at least get prepared today because I use a different bag for work. So maybe I'll do that this evening just to like have it as close to ready as possible. But it feels like I'm forgetting things, and generally that's not a problem, especially in terms of like what I might accidentally forget to bring to Australia, because I have clothes there and I have family there and there are shops there. But more in terms of the house, I feel, because Wayne's away, that I need to make sure I don't forget anything. Anyway, I think I'm rambling because I just have that like, oh, and now I'm like, it's tomorrow. I cannot believe I'm leaving tomorrow. That's crazy. In 24 hours, I might even be on the plane already. I probably will be. Crazy. Absolutely bonkers. But I am so excited. Like, I get this feeling. It's really weird because there's definitely anxiety in there. And that anxiety is just my association with Australia. It's crazy. Anyway, again, sometimes YouTube just turns into therapy talk. But it's wild. I just feel so on edge in Australia. Anyway, doesn't matter. There's lots to unpack there, but we don't need to do that right now. But yeah, it's like a mix between anxiety and excitement. And I don't know, but I feel like people have spoken before about how those two feelings are quite similar. So it just like bubbles right in my, like I can feel it in my chest. It's crazy. And like, it's not there permanently, but every time I think about the fact that I'm actually going tomorrow, like, or that I'm going to be there on Friday, it's not even the leaving, it's the arriving Friday morning. And I'm just like, oh. Anyway, as I say, I'm rambling. I may pop in again this evening to see you. I may not. I also have no idea where I'm going to cut the videos because I've been so good at keeping on top of the vlogs, but the last like 10 days or so I've no idea. And I know there's a lot of packing in there and swapping my winter clothes I haven't edited yet either. So anyway, all this to say, I'll see you. Bye.